And as you could hear there, the sound broke on my Ascension Mode Mini Series run. Well, what I would have to do here is going to basically just be a voiceover, just a voiceover type situation where I'm going to pretty much just speak about what's happening in the run and why I made the decisions I made and how I made the decisions. So here we're just checking out the other Ascension Mode runs, speaking about how we're on Ascension Mode level 10 with the DEFECT, you know, talking about all the normal DEFECT modifiers. I'm choosing what to take here. I'm like, it's good money. Is there early shop? I see 2 early shops. I'm like, 250 gold early shop I can remove for free. Sounds like a deal. Sounds like a steal, if you will. I do a pretty bad play here because I put an extra lighting out, which wasn't good because they're both going to get shields, so I should rather attack 2 times, but it doesn't matter. The one would have been dead here, which means I would have technically taken less damage, so, you know, it's important little mistakes I made there, but it's kind of good to watch this now, you know, watch and see what I was doing wrong and what I should have been doing right. We're going to shop, you know, we're going to move the curse, I assume. Or not. Oh, we're just not going to move the curse. We're going to buy the relic that makes items cheap in the shop, because I think that's always good. The earlier you get that, the better it is in the game. So I picked it up right off the bat. So that was very nice. Got a data disc, because data disc is really good. You know, I mean, the fact that you get that extra focus is pretty much like having defrag played for free. And to pick that up in our first shop, I was like, hell yeah, baby, sign me up. We're not taking any damage because of the ice and things, so it's really good. The reason I'm doing this simply with this voice over here, if you're wondering, and I'm going to have a very soft soundtrack in the background of Slay the Spire playing for this video too. So the reason I'm doing this, if you're wondering, is just simply because this is an Ascension Mode one that I won. And it's hard to win Ascension Mode ones, and also once you have won an Ascension Mode one, it unlocks the next Ascension Mode, so it's pretty much impossible to show it off. So I picked up a Rip and Tear. I'm kind of falling in love with that card. It's 14 damage for 1 energy, which is really good. The only problem, of course, is the fact that it, you know, it hits randomly. It's a big problem. Me yawning right now is a big go problem. I went for claw deck, so right now I've got kind of a very anti-synergistic situation. You know, I've got claws and I've got strikes. So I mean, not obviously we've got strike. I mean, claws and I've got focus and I've got ice. So you know, I've kind of got like a power-based ice defensive type deck, but I also have a kind of a claw-based attack deck with 2 weapon tears. You know, so lots of a lot of attack cards and then a lot of ice cards. So I took chill there because, as I said, it's an ice card and you want the ice card. You're resting up because it's an Ascension Mode one. Fighting these special elites, I was like, whoa, why do they have regen? Because it was a bit weird. I was like, why do they have regen? I did not understand. I was like, wait a minute. So I looked on the map and I was like, oh, they're those special ones that have unlocked with the new part of the game. So I was very much not annoyed per se, just like, you know, kind of like, interesting, you know. And we got to take out 2 of the sentinels in the first turns. We used both our potions, but I mean, that's still amazing for us. Now we just slowly wait for this fight to end. Shouldn't take too long. With 1 Rip and Tear, it is over. There we go. And yeah, so we got a couple of claws, we got a couple of Rip and Tears, we got a defrag, we got a shuriken pickup, which was, in my opinion, kind of the winning condition for this run. The fact that I picked up that shuriken so early. Upgrading the defrag, because you know that's my style. I love defrag. I think it's probably, except for Seek, one of the best cards in the entire game. Gambling chip, also very lovely. You know, just get that DPS out every turn, first turn for free. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I mean, this deck, if you're just looking at what's happening right now, this is an amazingly strong deck. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I could have just killed it at any point with strike there, but you know, why not? Take more claws because I'm crazy. Love to mess up my runs as much as I can. Keeping a defend here just to mitigate a little bit of damage. Misplay. No, didn't misplay this one. I did misplay one earlier where I actually chose to play cool headeds and cards before I played the defrag, which is obviously very bad because you want to play defrag first, so when your cards rotate out, you know, you get that extra damage. This fight's bad for us. We know 3 of these plater guys, pretty hard to deal with, so I decided to go for more defensive play on the first turn, a little bit of that to that, and then use a claw somewhere just for lols. I remember specifically I handled this fight really bad and ended up taking a lot of damage. Just a couple of misplays on my side and I was like, should I attack or should I just defend? So I decided to defend 3 times, which was the wrong choice. I should have just attacked the bad guy, which is what I wanted to do. You see here clearly I was like, let's attack the bad guy. But then I was like, nah, I'm just going to rather attack the defend and try and get more defense. But that actually ended up costing me 5 extra HP than what I would have taken. Well, I guess some could argue, you know, I had no way to know the lightning was going to hit that guy. So, you know, if I didn't defend, I would have taken an extra 10 instead of extra 5. So, in that sense, you know, it could be construed as I made the right choice. So, we're going to take some damage here. Probably should have vulnerable that guy to not take damage, but it's okay. We're about to hit a bonfire, but this is JRPGaming. This isn't your normal gamer. I might be on 25 HP. It's very clear. You can all see, I can see, the whole wide world can see, but the boss I'm fighting just so happens to be the Hexaghost. I'll be very interested to see what I upgrade here. I upgraded the Zap. I think I always upgrade Zap and Dual Cast so I can actually just play them for free because I always think it's worth it. No, keep your claws, you fool. I guess I'm going for the more defensive play. But it was definitely the right play to keep the claws there, man. Get those claws proccing a little bit earlier. Always good. Boom. A little bit of that defense. I'm ripping tear, please. Very nice. Okay, so I'm playing pretty well. We are taking 3 damage here, you know, but this is the Hexaghost. This isn't your average easy monster. Very nice. So we want to try and play 3 attacks whenever we can. Obviously, you know, having Shuriken, playing 3 attacks, getting the extra strength could be critical for the run. A little bit hard when you do not have any attack cards. But now we get some claws coming out, so that's 3 attacks for us. Beautiful. Attack with the strike, please. Attack with the strike, please. Okay, never mind. I don't want strength. I don't need strength, guys. I don't need strength. Who needs strength? Not me. Strength is not necessary at all. Why would you even want strength in a game? I don't even understand. There's nothing wrong with you if you wanted strength. Strength was clearly the wrong choice there. The right choice was obviously to go full damage. So, as you can see, like, by playing the way I played, I haven't got any strength upgrades, so I'm not actually hitting that hard, and my claws aren't upgrading as quick as I would have liked. I'm actually kind of surprised how slow the claws are upgrading. Wanted to get that little bit of extra defense up because there's a big attack coming in. We block all of it, so that's kind of insane. His big inferno attack and we take 0 damage. That is pretty cool. And our claws are looking sexy. Look at these claws. Baby. Looking good. We are going to take some... Only I can take damage, but he's going to survive 1 more turn. A little bit frustrating. Guy's on 1 HP, but he'll die now. So, here we go. Apparently, I wanted to kill him with lightning. I don't know why I just didn't strike it in the fight earlier, but who cares. So there's lots of good options here. You know, Seek would be the card you'd usually take. I think everyone here would take Seek, but I chose to go Reboot because of the claws. I want to bring those claws back. We have 3 claws and a Zap. That's 4 cards we can play for free. So it's between Fusion Hammer or Cursed Key here, obviously, but I don't want Curse cards. Curse cards are whole. We've removed the Curse cards already. So I took the Fusion Hammer, which means I can't upgrade cards anymore, but now I've got 4 energy. So I think that was worth it in the long run. I do apologize about this, by the way, that I have to do this kind of post-mortem on the game. I just obviously messed up. There's where I messed up. I didn't play DEFECT first. I should have played DEFECT first. It's extra damage. But yeah, the sound, as you could hear in those first 10 seconds, I just left it there just so you guys could hear what I was dealing with. Beautiful claws. Just claws for days. And then we get our first strength up. And then I'm like, oh, I have La Shuriken. I'm very excited. La Shuriken's a cool card. And that's just thanks to the fact that you don't want to play defense or stuff against this guy, so you will attack more. I hate this Colosseum, by the way. I think this Colosseum is stupid. Very, very bad opening hand for us here. I choose to reboot instead of go for any form of defense, which obviously is a problem. Probably should have looked into any kind of defense. Maybe play your vulnerable potions. I'm staying with 2 of them, not using any of them. In my personal opinion, that's not good. You really want to try and when you can, you know, just use your stuff. You have it, so use it. Get another strength up thanks to the attacks. It's very cool. It's actually very interesting getting to watch an Ascension Mode one like this, how I play. I play very fast. Like, I watched a lot of Northern Line. If you guys haven't seen him, go check his channel out. It's pretty, what am I saying? He's a much bigger YouTuber than I am, and I've been watching his content for 6 years roughly. And you know, he keeps it fresh, he keeps it well done, and he definitely plays games that are in at the moment. And he's playing Slay the Spire. He's doing Ascension Mode runs too, but here's where the tricky thing comes in. He plays a lot slower than I do, and his comment section, they definitely tell him to play a little bit slower. So if they're going to tell him to play a little bit slower, what the F are they going to say to me? You know what I'm saying? That was a misplay, by the way. Okay, actually it was exactly the same. Never mind. I was about to say it was a misplay. I should have played the weapon set first to get 3 player arm and then claw, but no, actually it doesn't matter because it's exactly the same. So every time we heal, no, it's every time we get gold we heal with that little idol thing. I think the idol thing is a super good card, by the way. Beautiful. Zap first, and you could have got enough block to not take damage here, but it's fine. Could have definitely got out of here without taking damage if I use zap and then dual cast there. A little bit of a mistake maybe. Claw, was one of those. A little bit of a strike action. I mean, we're gonna play them both. I've got the energy full. Play them both. I didn't see that I had so much energy for some reason. Healing quite a bit. I feel like we're healing more there than we should be healing, but we're not. We're healing no more. I always get the blood owl statue confused with the flower that gives you more HP. So I looked at the boss, I was like, the collector. Do I want to take on a collector? I'm not sure. I mean, obviously I'm going to have to take on the collector. What am I saying? I have to beat him. But question is, do I want to add more cards to the deck? So I decided to add the go for the eyes there, because I was like, oh shit, we have reboot and we're kind of making it work. But I made a critical error. I actually lifted there instead of resting up, but I only have 10 HP missing, so it's not that bad. But what actually happened was that I didn't see it at all. I was like, blah da 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 da, just minding my own business, relaxing, and then all of a sudden I'm like, let's go smith the card. So I clicked on where the smith option usually was, and because obviously since we do not have smith anymore, it became a lift, and we got a lift out. So I was all like, no, I didn't want the lift and stuff. But as you guys will see as this playthrough goes on, lift was actually perfect for us. It was exactly what I needed. So I was very happy that I did choose to keep that lift. Now obviously the card I want here beyond all other cards is electrodynamics. It's very simple. I would very much like an electrodynamics here, because they would just pretty much not necessarily win their run, but give me a pretty good run. You know what I'm saying? So just doing one of these Gremlin Eater fights. These fights are super fucking frustrating. I get so annoyed by these fights, but what can you do? So I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. This Gremlin Eater's got quite a lot of HP. Then both lightnings hit, and I was like, oh, both lightnings hit the Gremlin Eater. How generous can you be, game? And then the game was like, I will be very generous. And then they gave me another weapon tech. I thought about it. I was like, but no, I'm not going to take another weapon too. We don't need it. We lifted. I was like, fuck it. My HP is great. Let's lift again, baby. I realized that the strength could be so beneficial since we've got a claw deck. The more natural strength we have, the faster the claws will upgrade. So I was like, dude, that's insane. We should definitely go for that. Now I was like, 3 enemies. Chill. Sounds good. Sounds like everything I've ever wanted. Probably if we were going to use the vulnerable potion, we should have popped it way earlier than when I popped it. I waited a bit long there. We take some damage here, but now just look at this. This is why this run is so strong. Like, it's very obvious we're going to win this run, simply because if you look at my relics, I've got Darted Disc, giving me free focus. I've got Gambling Chip, I can set up the perfect opening hand. I have Shuriken and Kunai combo. You all know the Shuriken and Kunai combo is the OP shit. It's the most OP stuff you've ever seen. So just that alone is super strong. But then they're like, here, have a mango and a strawberry. Why don't we just give you, I couldn't kill him, I was 1 damage short. Why don't we just give you 2 heal, 2 max HPs ups on the defect, the person you probably want max HP ups the most in the game. It was just so perfect. And then to top it off, they're like, you know what you need? You need to heal after every battle as if you were playing as the Ironclad. And they gave me the bloody freaking owl statue. It's like straight up, I don't care what anyone says, and there's a big debate, or not even a debate, I mean saying it's a debate is way over exaggerating the situation, because it's not like this is like, order, welcome to the conference halls, we are here to discuss the most important question and topic on today's media. Is it better to have more cards, or is it better to have more relics and says, but no, it's just a personal opinion that some people have. Some people are of the opinion that having, for instance, oh, this is hilarious, you guys watch this out, I'm like, one rip and hit the front guy and they both hit the back guy. I was like, really, game? I just need one rip and I could have made the bird fall down, but nope, the game was like, listen here, listen carefully, it will not happen. But this rip and hit did, so this works out great. There we go, lovely. Anyway, so some people, there's a big part of the community, at least, that I would say that truly believes that if you build a synergistic strong deck, your relics don't matter. Other people in the community, aka me, truly believe that if you have amazing relics, your cards don't matter. Like, you could win almost anyone with a good relics setup. And in this game, you don't even need synergies and relics, you just need a lot of them. Go look at any of my vintage daily runs. I don't play super well at all, not even remotely well, if we're being honest with each other. But what I do is I get a ton of relics, so we win those daily runs. Just a pretty much straightforward Centurion healer fight here. We're just wasting time waiting for claws to come up so we can hit the Centurion with claws, get some dex up, get some strength up because of Shuriken and Kunai. We got the mutagen for that extra 3 damage on the first turn, so if we draw attack cards in the first turn, that's always lovely. A little bit unlucky there on the attack spell. We kill the Centurion, that's all that matters. Just as you can tell right now, the deck's in a great place. Like, you do not want to add anything to this deck right now. This deck is absolutely perfect. It does not need anything. All you need to do with this deck is just wait it out. Wait it out. Be patient and win, because that's all you need. You do not need anything else, because we're getting strength every turn, we're getting dex every turn, we're getting HP back, we're getting extra energy, we're getting everything. We're getting absolutely everything. I did heal up to full before the boss because I'm a chicken. Mainly, I was not going to fight the boss on the. I just refused. I decided to keep the loop because the loop is a power. So once we play it, it's out of the deck. And if it's out of the deck, we don't have to think about it or worry about it anymore. So obviously, I should have played the strength potion a little bit earlier. I lost a tiny bit of damage there, but it's not going to change the world, unfortunately. I would love for it to change the world, don't get me wrong. Now we get to reboot, which is amazing. Get some more card draw, but then we got the worst cards ever. No attacks with 4 energy to spend, and we got 0 attacks. That was a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Pop one of those, pop one of those, get one of these, get one of these. Do a rip and tear. Hope it hits the one guy. Beautiful. Lots of like rip and tear does make the game become slightly more luck based, which is not my forte or not something I'm comfortable with when playing the game. I prefer to obviously play strategically. I do not like any RNG based games or RNG based things, even though technically this Magic the Gathering and other cards such as games such that could be considered RNG based. In my opinion, they're not. In my opinion, you know, it's strategy, planning, deck building, all those things are brought into it. Now there's a lot of luck involved, obviously, via the will you or will you not get good cards, good card drops, good relic drops from bosses and chests and things to become strong. That is a no-brainer, obviously, but also in my opinion, you know, if you build well, then you don't really need to get super good drops. And some I've actually built pretty well. I've gone for a pretty much get a few powers out, get a couple of powers out there, and get a couple of ice and a couple of focus, because we have a built-in focus and a defect focus, and then just chill, relax, you know, get some strength and dex up every time you attack 3 times, which you do almost all the time because of the deck having claws and go for the eyes that are free in it, you know. It's just very nice. It's absolutely lovely. I'd definitely take another reboot. 100%. Now Snake Eye looked tempting, but I was like, nah, let's take Lizard's Tail. We might need Lizard's Tail. We don't know if we need Lizard's Tail, but we could potentially need Lizard's Tail. And I'd rather play it safe due to a Ascension Mode one. I did earlier would actually won due to having Lizard's Tail. So had I not had Lizard's Tail, I would have lost that Ascension Mode 1. So this was for me a very easy decision to make and a very basic decision to make. I was like, I want to not die in 1 second. Did those both? Yeah, both of those Rip and Tears hit the Spike Boy. I was like, really? And all the lightning hit the Spike Boy. And I really need to kill this Thunder Boy, because obviously Mr. Thunder Boy over here, as you all know, he will blow up for 30 damage in my face. 30 damage in my face, guys. Can you believe it? Now, I went for a tactic because I didn't do the mass, and I was like, oh crap, lightning, please land. And the lightning did not land, so that was very bad. And I was like, uh-oh, hopefully we don't get screwed. And we got screwed. And I was like, oh shit, this guy's about to explode for 30 damage. Nope, lightning saved my butt. So I was very lucky there. 1 in 3 chance of taking 30 damage to the face. It's obviously something you wouldn't want to do. And I'm like, Rip and Tear. It's not like they'll both hit the Spike Boy, will they? Just so you guys know, they both hit the Spike Boy. I thought about the Go for the Eyes there, but it wasn't upgraded. So I was like, meh. And I saw Electro Dynamics, like, oh my god, take it. And I saw Claw, and I was like, oh my god, take it. It's 11 gold for Claw. Take it. To Ancient T-Set, I love it. Bronze things, I love it. Just take all of it. I take it all, baby. Take it all. I take it all, you dirty girl. So now we have 19 gold left, but we got a bunch of new cards and we got a bunch of relics. So I was like, worth it. I was like, I need no Electrodynamics, son. Who do you think I am? An Electrodynamics needer? Don't need that shit. Get a beautiful defrag, get some claw action going. It's lovely, get that dex and strength. This is just so beautiful. Like, I enjoyed this run to me. I'm extremely sad that the sound did not work, so you guys can't hear how much fun I was having, because I was actually just, for the first time in, I actually think, a long time / ever, in an Ascension mode run specifically, I was actually having a great time. Because obviously I was winning is fun, but I had never played an Ascension mode run where I got to upgrade Gear to 3. I was freaking out about that. I almost never take Fusion Hammer because I personally don't think it's a good card, but I took it and it's working out lovely and I'm having a great time. And I was just having a good time playing this one. I'm really sad that you guys can't hear that, because I don't think there's any other way to explain how much fun I was having in this daily than for you guys to have heard what I was saying. But unfortunately, that is life, and life happens, and claws happen too. Reboot and Claw, dude, it's almost, in my opinion, better than All for One and Claw. If you gave me the option now that I'm older and I know, if you said, listen, you could either go for Reboot and Claw or All for One and Claw, I'm going Reboot and Claw, because Reboot and Claw is amazing. It's amazing. So I'm trying to decide what route to take here, because I'm like, it's not really a nice route here. Which way should I go? There's a lot of elites on the left path. There's only one elite on the right path. I kind of want to fight like 2 elites, but there are 3 elites. But then there's also 2 shops. I don't really want to go through 2 shops either. I'm like, trying to figure out what the best route is. I think this is the best route over here. I'm actually counting them out now, because I'm like, wait a minute. There's one route longer than the other route, but no. This was a hard choice for me. I wasn't entirely sure what to... upgrading all cards was tempting, right? I'm not taking any damage right now. I'm pretty much at full HP the whole time. Half my deck is not up. More than half my deck is not upgraded. We've got 3 upgraded cards in this entire deck. You know, it was very tempting. Very tempting. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to find a boss. Play it safe. You know, play it safe. No reason for us to do anything stupid and put ourselves in a risky spot. That's what I did. So we didn't get a strength or dex up here because we only had 2 attacks. We would really love some kind of way to get more cards. I almost want to say something along the lines of potentially, I don't know, maybe like a if we had something like a uneasy top, maybe would be good, is what I was thinking here. And I was like, it's like I keep ending with energy over, but no card draw. So I wanted card draw or a way to keep energy flowing. And then I realized what would be a great way to keep energy flowing would be uneasy top. And yeah, so we took a big hit on the first turn against the Hex Ghost, but that's the Hex Ghost for you guys. What am I supposed to do? He hits very hard. He hits for a percentage base of your max HP. I think it's 90%. He hits for 90% of your max HP, something along those lines. Now, I don't know how I'm supposed to block 90 something fucking damage, okay? Well, in this case, it's like 80 damage. And as you saw, we got uneasy top, and I was like, oh my word, what the hell? I actually got what I wanted. And then this elite fight came. For the first time in human known history, JayRPGaming panicked. Dun dun dun. Also, we're not going to get 3 attacks in, so we're not going to get a strength or dex bonus here. A little frustrating, but then I saw, oh, and he's in top. And he's in top. And he's in top. And we get rid of the curse. And I was like, holy shit, that was absolutely so cool. Because I, for once in my life, remembered to actually get the uneasy top. Very important. Very important. So I went for the block here, hoping that I'll draw a claw or something of this. And I did. And let me kill off 1. And that was amazing. We still took a big hit. I still take a pretty big hit here. But in general, it was worth it. So strike. Strike. Some dual casting action. We can go defend, and he's in top. And he's top! No, I forgot about his top! I feel stupid. And then I'm like, fine, I'll play Electro Dynamics to make up for it. And I go, and he's in top. And he's in top. Why would I ever do that? That's a weird one. I think I was like, I'm pretty sure I can kill him in time. And I was like, oops, never mind. Time to take some damage. So I took 9 extra damage unnecessarily. I could have definitely got rid of that with 1 or 2 of my claws, but you know, I made a mistake. I looked at these cards and I thought to myself, tempting, but nope. Took Warpaint, they upgraded both reboots, and I was like, excuse me, game. Both reboots, hello. Lovely, I love it. Absolutely adore it, and I want more of it. So I saw this first turn, I was like, ah man, this is a tricky one. Yeah, a tricky one. But then I remembered, I have amazing top! So it became a not tricky one at all. It just became a relax, don't do it, and kill all these people. Oh, relax, don't do it, and murder everyone. I don't know why I didn't just attack there and kill him. I had the energy and I'm a fool. But, you know, when you're a retard, you're a retard, guys. Retard, you're a retard. Hologram was very tempting for me. I actually thought about it for a long time. I was like, oh crap. Tangular. Tangular showed up at the absolute worst time for me. I was very scared. There was a lot of fear running through my heart when I saw Tangular spawn. I was like, oh damn. Can't really do anything about Tangular, boys. Tangular's a problematic boy. So go, time to claw it up in here. In this prep. Okay, 9 damage. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. 21 damage. It's way worse. It's way worse. 9 damage was the better option. Can I go back in time and change my choice? But no, unfortunately you can't. Once you've committed to a choice in life, you need to freaking own up and experience the pain and suffering you have caused others. Okay, so once again, Ascension's Bane, kind of a problem because it does stop me from uneasy topping out. So you know that level 10 Ascension coming into play, no doubt. Gotta go that claw action, gotta go that reboot action. Feels good, baby. How about some cuffed ass? How about some claw? How about some rip and tear? 45 damage? Wait, what you doing now? 33 damage? That's just as bad as 45 damage. It's slightly less than 45 damage, so that's fine. But dude, I was irritated. Beautiful, beautiful. Just very, very straight. I'm like, another claw? I wouldn't, would I? And I did, because why not? Like, fight for it. Hell yeah, baby. I'm confident as shit right now. I think I'm the bee's knees. I think I'm the best of the best. I think I'm the greatest there ever was. Meantime, I've already forgot that I have Lizard's Tail. 100%. At this point in the game, I'm like, I have a Lizard's Tail? Nah, I don't believe that for 1 second. But it was true. We did have a Lizard's Tail. So you'll see I panic a lot in the upcoming fight against Dono and Deka because I didn't remember I had Lizard Tail. And then what happened was I actually... Look at this. It's so good. It's so good. I was freaking out right now. It was like, it's so sexy. Who would have... Because I've never built a deck like this. That's the thing, right? Because I've never actually built a deck like this. So for me, it was all new. It was all exciting. And I was like, machine learning. No. Rest up. Didn't help I take the red gem there because I didn't have the blue gem. You needed all 3 gems if I wanted to go to the final thing. They have patched that and fixed that. Thank the Lord. But on the first time I played the game, they had not yet patched it or fixed it. So I was very angry. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that strength up. And I was like, nope, I'm popping another one. Maybe I'll pop another one. I wanted the block, so I was like, fine. Pop Electro and then pop block. Taking 0 damage. Pop 7. Okay, so now we're up to 7. I'm like, okay, stop. You need to stop. But we got rid of our curse, so that's great. Absolutely lovely. Get some more energy. Some defrag action. You gotta love it. Pop this. So I'm like, ooh, keep in mind, you only have 2 turns left, guys. So we can play 1 more card, and then we can play 1 more card. I'm like, I'll play the claw. Upgrade that claw and pass the turn. Took a big hit here. And at this point, I've completely 100% forgotten that I have a lizard's tail. So I'm like, oh shit, son, if I die in this fight, I'm gonna be so frustrated. I'm gonna be so frustrated. And I'm like, okay, fine, go for the eyes, and then claw, 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 claw all the way. All the way, baby. I'm like, loops in my way, let's get rid of it, then we don't have to worry about it. And I played the block, because I wanted to have enough block to not take damage. But now I only get to play 3 cards next turn, but I was pretty sure that the Time Lord was going to heal. So I was like, you know what? The Time is going to heal. Let's get 3 cards in. There were 3 attacks. We were very lucky, I think. And now we just want to block as much as we can. So now I'm like very worried. Now I'm like, oh shit. That guy's hitting pretty hard. And, you know, I have to still do quite a lot of damage to him. I need a weaken. No, weaken. Oh no. But then I got 39 blocks. I was like, oh, it's fine. This is easy. We've won this run. And at this point, I'm really convinced we won this run. I'm like, it's over. Thank you very much for playing, Mr. Time Lord. I appreciate the effort. But unfortunately for you, this run is already over. And then I saw it's hitting for 63 damage. And I was like, excuse me, game. How did you think 63 damage was remotely balanced? So I put out as much block as I can. I take 63 to the face. It's fast training, but I have 43 blocks, so I only end up taking 20. As I said, completely forgetting that I have a lizard's tail at this point. At this point, I'm just like, I'm fucking the world's greatest game there ever was in the history of the world. And that's a claw, ice, focus deck with reboots. I was like, what? What is this great freaking victory? I was so happy about this victory. Like a victory with this run, with that deck, I didn't see it coming. But then again, if you look at the relics, just go sit for a second and look at those relics and you'll understand how that happened. It was insane. It was ridiculously fun. So that's Ascension Mode 11 done, or Ascension Mode 10 done with the defect. We are officially halfway through the mini series. Hope you guys have been enjoying the mini series so far, and I hope you guys are going to be watching more of it. I do my outro where I say thank you all very, very much for watching this episode of Slay the Spire. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Slay the Spire Ascension Mode Mini Series in the future. I hope you guys will follow that. Right now we are going over onto the Ironclad level 11, which will be our next run, and I think that's my outro, and we should end the episode any second now. So waiting, there we go. Ironclad shows, that's all that matters, and there we go.